Morning, everybody. It is time for the Monday Morning Race Review brought to you by Wild Elephant Sparkling Tea, elephanttea.com to get your product, or wait for it coming to the Blank Park Zoo rather soon. We'll give you more details on that in just a couple of minutes. But speaking of wild elephant racing, we'll start right there as we jump inside, as they're taking a couple of weeks off right now as we take a look at the Button Willow road course that we have here. Roll the video, please, and we'll show you what it looks like on track, preparing for their next race coming up at historic Laguna Seca Raceway. The number 24 is out of his home base at Button Willow Raceway in California. It's a 2.23-mile road course in Monterey. Ron Adapatu and co-driver Patrick Liddy pulled an impressive P2 at the venerable track last season in the 2019 Super Lamborghini. So this is really cool to see how this track looks, and look at the sun shining, people just having a good time there. But we're following the progress of the team as it gets ready for competition in the last couple of events of the season. Now, speaking of Ron Adapatu, I want to show you what he has been doing here. He's been staying busy on the other side of the country. Now, that's in California that you just saw there. Ron's in Florida taking care of his primary objective, supporting the wild elephant population in his native country of Sri Lanka. Ron recently provided funding to RARE, which stands for Rally for Animal Rights and Environment, instrumental in organizing a lawsuit against the Sri Lanka zoo for the release of an older captive elephant that had been in chains its entire life. Now, I'm going to show you Kalana. Okay, Kalana is a dude that was rescued. Look at, this is what purchasing elephant tea does. Portions of the proceeds go back to help save wild elephants. He's in a rehab center right now. He's going to be going to a huge refuge here real soon after he heals up just a little bit. So great job out of Ron and all the folks that purchase elephant tea products. As we mentioned, a percentage of every sale directed toward programs just like this one's, helping to save wild roaming elephants of Sri Lanka. And news flash, Blank Park Zoo will have elephant tea in about the next week or so. So keep your eyes peeled there. All right, now it's time to turn to motorsports in big-time way. We're talking about Port Royal Speedway as the World of Outlaws got underway. And, folks, this guy has been the story. Kyle Larson said refill the ink and turn the page because he added another line to his 2020 book of dirt racing records. And this is from Friday's event at Port Royal Speedway. It's called the Nittany Showdown. And man, this guy was absolutely on fire as he won his 11th World of Outlaws Sprint Car Series event in 23 starts and his 40th dirt track event. Now check this stat out. His 40th win in 80 overall starts this year, which also includes a late model win at Port Royal in August. He didn't let anybody have any thought that he was not going to win this race. As you saw at the beginning here, he cleared the 26-car field by the exit of turn 4 on the initial start, and then just start extending the time in the rope and took the checkered flag. Kyle Larson absolutely on fire, winning that event. Take a look at the results here from the Nittany Showdown opening night. Kyle Larson wins $8,000 for his efforts. Andrew Dietrich finished in second place. He took home $4,000, and Sheldon Hodenshield $2,500. Our buddy Gio Selzy finished in 4th in that event, and our other buddy Kerry Madsen, who you've met on the program last year, he finished in 10th on the show. Now, they had a Saturday show as well, and even before the ink dried on the record books from the night before, Kyle Larson was at it again. This guy is absolutely amazing. Remember, Kyle left NASCAR Cup Series racing earlier this year after some controversy, so he jumped inside of a sprint car, which is absolutely his love. You saw he started in the 4th position in this event. Didn't take long to weave his way through the field here. Now, this was a 30-lap event, just a little bit bigger, a little bit longer than the original race on Friday. So there it is, as Kyle Larson gets around the leader at the time and takes home the checkered flag, $15,000 for his efforts on Saturday night. Brett Marks was second, and Lance DeWeese finished in 3rd. Also, Carson Macedo finished in 9th place there. Brad Sweet also doing well there in that event. Now, NASCAR was at it over the weekend, and want to let you know what happened. This was on the road course at Charlotte Motor Speedway. They call it the Roval road course and oval. They combined those two, and A.J. Allmendinger prevailed in a hard-fought NASCAR Xfinity Series playoff race that ended in overtime at the Roval on Saturday night. Two cars, are just going at it, crashing their way through. This happened every time you turn around. They had rain tires, they had slick tires, they're going back and forth. But the thing is, A.J. Allmendinger crossing the finish line first. You see the rooster tail of rain and water as he went by there, marked the second win of the season for Allmendinger in the number 16. A Chevrolet, second career win on the Roval. See AJ in victory lane here. And it was really neat watching him put his mask on before he jumped out of the car. It was the Drive for the Cure 250, the final race in the round of 12 in the NASCAR Xfinity Series playoffs with Chase Briscoe, Austin Cindric, Justin Allgaier, Noah Gragson, Justin Haley, Brandon Jones, Ross Chastain, and Ryan Sieg advancing to the next three-round playoff competition that begins next week at Kansas Speedway. Now, the Cup Series, they ran. There's Chase Elliott as he does a burnout after winning his fourth race in a row. When it comes to road courses, that ties Jeff Gordon with 4 wins in a row on a road course. Now, it started out as a wet weather race as Kevin Harvick leads the field here as they get things underway on Sunday at Charlotte Motor Speedway's Roval. The NASCAR Series playoff field was trimmed from 12 title-eligible drivers to 8 at the end of this race. But this was just, a wreck-filled race, like you can imagine if there's a little bit of moisture that was on there as well, as things just kept getting out and about and people turning around. Joey Logano was really something else too. He had a strong car toward the very end, but he ended up placing second in this race in the Team Penske 22. Eric Jones took home third place, Kurt Busch fourth, and Ryan Blaney finished out the top 5, but Elliott was simply dominant. He dominates this, and as we mentioned, this was a playoff cutoff race. That means 4 drivers were eliminated from championship eligibility. Defending Cup Series champion Kyle Busch had a heck of a day. He is out. Austin Dillon is out. Clint Boyer is out. And Eric Almirola is out. All 4 had issues during the race of the finale of the postseason round of 12. Clint Boyer, by the way, has announced he is going into the Fox booth starting next year as well. So that seat is open. We'll find out who fills that coming up in just a little bit. Hey, I want to remind you that Wild Elephant Sparkling Tea brings you the Monday morning race review, elephanttee.com to get it online, or at the Blank Park Zoo in the next coming weeks. When you walk into the Blank Park Zoo, look over to the left where the gift shop is, and you're going to be able to see elephant tea there, so you can purchase it right here in Des Moines again. So that is very, very cool. Thank you, folks, for watching the Monday morning race review.